Hello YouTube, it's Lady Vet with the video recap of Power Book 4, Force, Season 2, Episode 9, No Loose Ends. The episode description reads, Tommy and Diamond suspect a snitch and put their inner circle to the test. Maria gives Tommy a key piece of information. The war between Miguel and Merkovich comes to a head. No Loose Ends makes sense after Diamond was set up to go back to prison by snitch Jamal. And what was Tyrone thinking to pull up on Diamond, a known felon, murdering, drug-dealing kingpin? Never mind Diamond. Tommy was ready to clip old boy when he entered the barbershop and witnessed the drugs and money. Oh well, rest in peace, Tyrone. So let's dive into episode 9, beginning with Tommy and Diamond handling the first loose end as the Undertakers for Tyrone. After dealing with Tyrone's body, the next pressing business was getting to the inner circle snitch. According to Jenny Sue, they have a snitch. Jannard's name came up, but Diamond was certain that his brother may be a lot of things, but a snitch is not one of them. Diamond suggested that it could be Vic, but Tommy was thrown off because Vic killed Vargas and killed his dad. It was simple. Tommy thought to put all suspects to the dye test. Stacy and DeFranco seemed to be falling apart as DeFranco pointed out to Stacy that he did not believe in her route to get to Tommy. Specifically, DeFranco did not like the way Stacy pressed Victor to get what she wanted, knowing that she was wrong and knowing that her thirst for Tommy was overpowering. Although he told her that she broke the law by insisting that Vic say that Tommy killed Vargas, Stacy was willing to do whatever it takes to get to Tommy. DeFranco told Stacy that if she wanted to arrest Tommy, she must do it by the book to get him on board. Jannard knew that Diamond was training Leon to box, so he came to the barbershop to check on Diamond after hearing about the shooting of Leon. Diamond was closed off to Jannard and asked if Tommy sent him. Somehow, Diamond attempted to convince Jannard that he was straight. Jannard settled for Diamond's response, but told Diamond that he was there as his brother, and he could come to him if he needed anything. Just before Jannard left, Diamond told him that the one thing he needed from him was to find out who killed Leon. At the Garcia household, Maria and Abuelita saw Miguel eating unhealthy and attempted to scold him as they sat down to discuss the plan moving forward. Miguel told Abuela that he invited Diamond over. Miguel kept it simple. He wanted to divide CBI and conquer, to take over and kill Tommy. During the discussion, Abuela told Miguel that she needed to borrow his car because hers was in the shop, but she had to wait for Nunez to come back with Miguel's car. After hearing that Miguel plans to kill Tommy, Maria was shook. She was not feeling the plan, so she hurried out of there. Even when Miguel asked about his injection, she passed the task to Abuela. Then Miguel asked her if she was leaving without a kiss for her brother. She forced herself to kiss him. Merkovich had a meet with Ortega, another supplier, head of the Marquez cartel. Claudia invited herself to the meet and introduced herself as Merkovich's business partner. Shortly afterwards, Merkovich dismissed Claudia, but Ortega told him that she can stay. So Claude dug a money hole to do business for the first drop and told Merkovich that it was fair since he forced his way into her side business. No problem. Merkovich told Claude that she would pay full cost for the drop, or he would pull his protection, and he considered that fair. Clearly, Claude isn't ready for Merkovich, nor does Claude have any idea who she's dealing with. Tommy and Diamond met with their team. They planned to change burners every day. They conducted a burner exchange with the goal of discovering the snitch in their camp. Initially, Jannard challenged Tommy, and Tommy gave him the side eye. Diamond reiterated that Jannard isn't the snitch, but Tommy isn't convinced, so he assured Diamond that no moves will be made until they have proof. Tommy shared with Diamond that Jenny Sue had connections at the phone companies and would use the burners list to see who's reaching out to the feds. If so, the phone number would be flagged. Both Diamond and Tommy prayed that their new catch-a-snitch system worked. Jannard appeared to be more aware of the game plan than he let on. He kept his eyes on the way Tommy and Diamond moved. Stacy was excited to get a warrant to bug Tommy's place. They had one problem, though. Tommy's place had its own surveillance from end to end, making it tough to infiltrate. Stacy was low on patience and didn't want to wait for her team to figure out how to hack Tommy's system. So DeFranco suggested Vic plant the bug. Leave it to Stacy to want Vic to place a bug in Tommy's house. She jumped at the opportunity to get Vic. Even though Stacy and Singh have an Angela Sachs type relationship, Stacy ordered a pickup Vic notice. Diamond found some of Leon's stuff that he left at the gym and took it to Gianna, who was overwhelmed at the loss of her son. Apparently, Jamal was not as overwhelmed as he met Diamond at the door, asking Gianna what she was doing talking to the man who got their son killed. Jamal told Gianna that she may as well say her final goodbyes because Diamond would not be around much longer. But when Diamond asked what was that supposed to mean, Jamal told him that he would find out soon enough, then closed the door in Diamond's face again. Gianna wasn't the only one with someone at their door. Maria went to Tommy's door with interesting information. First, she asked who Lakeisha Grant was, and when Tommy asked her where she got the name from, Maria told him that she is asking the questions, and Tommy is answering. Tommy wasn't buying that. He wanted to know. So Tommy told Maria that he was to marry Lakeisha, but she wasn't built for this life, and she's dead. Maria saw Tommy's hurt and sympathized with him. Then she told Tommy about Stacy's visit to her house. Then Maria dropped the news of Miguel's plan to kill Tommy. Tommy told Maria that he would like to see Miguel try because he knows that Tommy is coming for his spot. Tommy was surprisingly as honest as he needed to be with Maria about Lakeisha. Maria felt that she was positioned to choose between Tommy and her brother. She chose Tommy. Something tells me that she chose wrong because I do not believe this will sit well with Miguel. I believe that Miguel will not let her live to be with Tommy. Although I've never seen Tommy playing chess, one would think that he masters the game when you look at his more recent moves, but I can't help but wonder when and how his actions will come back to haunt him. Miguel asked about Maria since she's usually at home by a certain time, so Miguel got his injection from Abuela, thanked her and told her to leave when she was ready since Nunez brought his car back. He left her to meet with Diamond without Tommy as a part of his plan to divide and conquer. Miguel pressed Diamond about his loyalty to Tommy and the advantages of leaving Tommy behind. Diamond asked Miguel why. Miguel explained that he wanted a merger of CBI and the Insane Princess and to oversee it all. During their conversation, they noticed Abuelita head out. Miguel asked Diamond if he really needs Tommy because he doesn't see a place for him. But when she got outside, she asked where Nunez was. He was nowhere to be found. She thought since she's got no driver, she would drive herself, which would be her final mistake. Once Abuela started the car, she was blown to pieces by a car bomb. Miguel and Diamond ran outside, too late to do anything for her. Miguel's men held him back as he watched his grandma burn in a car that was meant for him. The odd couple, Claudia and Shanti, talked about the meet with the Marquez cartel. Shanti was curious as to how did Claude pull that off. That didn't matter because Claude told Shanti that she is moving forward with or without her, that she could leave CBI and work with her and the cartel. Shanti asked about the buy-in, but the only person with the money is Claude's friend Elise. When Shanti shushed Elise and called her Becky, Elise clapped back and silenced Shanti. Claude explained that she just happened and joined the meeting while being at the club. Elise told Claude and Shanti that she could get the money from her mother and she could have it by the next day. JP was about to take out the trash when he found several empty alcohol bottles stuffed away while Kate was asleep. Before JP could continue, he received a phone call from the academy telling him that DMAC was in a fight, that he left the facility, and they don't know where he is. Jannard and Shanti's workout created more than sweat. Jannard proposed the CBI Big Three would be he, Diamond, and Shanti. Jannard suggested keeping Diamond around and getting rid of Tommy, but Shanti's greed got the best of her. She became upset at the thought of Diamond being in charge and reminded Jannard that she helped him get clean and back in CBI by jeopardizing her territory. Shanti started to push Jannard around when he told her to slow down with that. Shanti paused that conversation to tell Jannard that Claude is in bed with the Marquez cartel. After tossing around ideas, Jannard and Shanti's plan is to make sure that Claudia doesn't succeed. Mirkovich and Nunez met for Nunez to collect. Mirkovich told Nunez that he heard about Miguel's car going up in flames, but when Nunez told Mirkovich that his payment was light, he was told that the target was to kill Miguel. Nunez told Mirkovich that Miguel is weak without his vicious grandmother, but Mirkovich said that he will get the rest of the payment when Miguel is dead. Shanti visited Tommy to bring him up to date on the Serbs and Claudia and Marquez cartel deal. Shanti told Tommy that once Claudia is with the Marquez cartel, she becomes untouchable. Shanti suggested cutting Claudia off at the knees, but Tommy says not now. The plan is for Shanti to put the word on the street that she is no longer with CBI. Tommy gave Shanti a snitch burner and told her that he will call her when it's time for her to come back to CBI. This scene is all too familiar with Victor and Stacy in the interrogation room, now with DeFranco. Vic gave Stacy his new burner number. Then Stacy told him that he is tasked to put a bug in Tommy's place. Vic resented the idea, but had no choice because Stacy doesn't take no for an answer. Vic asked about the wire, and Stacy told him that they didn't have enough information on the wire. DeFranco gave Vic the bug and gave him some ideas of where he can place the bug. Then he told Vic that they would be looking out for him. Tommy and Diamond went to pay respect to Miguel and his family. On the way in, Tommy stopped and asked Diamond if he still trusts Shanti and explained that something is off about her. When they approached Miguel and Maria, Miguel directed his attention towards Diamond and also introduced Maria. On the way out, Tommy introduced Shay to Diamond and asked about taking Merkovich out. Shay told Tommy that he gave the green light, but that Merkovich is Miguel's kill. Shay told Tommy that he is out of line and that they are there to pay respect. Diamond walked into the barbershop to find the parole division cops in the barbershop to question Diamond and search the shop because they have not seen Tyrone in 2 days. As Diamond gave his story, Jannard walked in and provided an alibi. Jannard asked Diamond what was going on, and Diamond told Jannard that he killed his PO. Diamond thanked Jannard for the alibi. Jannard then told Diamond that the kid who shot Leon is called Mad Dog and not affiliated with a gang and only 16 years old. Diamond did not care, and he found out that Jamal snitched and wanted him as well. Maria went to Tommy's place, and Tommy asked her to stay there for safety because someone at Miguel's is a traitor. Tommy wanted to keep an eye on Maria, so he gave her his security codes to his place. Then Maria told Tommy that Nunez was driving Miguel's car. Jannard delivered Jamal to Diamond as requested. Jannard wanted to shoot Jamal, but Diamond stopped him. Jannard told Jamal to talk. Jamal admitted that he told Tyrone that Diamond was back with CBI. Jamal told Diamond that he got his son killed, but it was a little too late for confessions because Diamond dragged Jamal off dry land into the water, where he reminded him of the cruel words he spoke to Leon before he died. Jamal softened up, but Diamond was determined to stop Jamal, so he drowned him and left the body floating. Jannard tried to get in on the action, but Diamond told him to get off of him. Jannard seemed proud to see Diamond in beast mode. Tommy had Vic over to ride with him, not knowing that Vic was looking for any opportunity to bug his house. Tommy went to the bathroom and Vic put the bug under his counter. Vic was curious, but Tommy told him that he would tell him on the way. Then Tommy remembered that he wanted to take a knife from his kitchen. When Vic asked, Tommy told him he would show him. JP went to Marshall's looking for D-Mac, who happened to answer the door. JP asked D-Mac what's up, and D-Mac said that they bruised him at the academy and wanted to cut off his dreads. D-Mac accused JP of abandoning him twice. JP apologized over and over, but D-Mac told him to stop apologizing and fight for him. JP told D-Mac that he was right and that he would make it right, and he would make it right with Tommy. JP asked D-Mac not to go anywhere or do anything. Tommy took Vic on a ride along. They began talking about snitches. Tommy asked Vic if he told him how much he hated rats. Vic was his usual nervous self when Tommy told him that there is no torture good enough for a snitch. The conversation was paused when they spotted Miguel's guy at Mirkovich's restaurant. JP told Kate that he found the bottles in the trash. Kate lied to JP about the empty alcohol bottles, but JP told Kate that he is no longer asking her to leave the house. He accepted Kate's amends and talked to Kate about abandoning D-Mac a second time. Kate told him that he is a good man, and they embraced. JP asked Kate to sit down, and he explained that she was a girl when she let him go, but he was a grown man when he let his child go twice. JP told Kate that D-Mac is back and safe, but she can't go to see him. JP asked for a promise from Kate. Poor JP if he thinks that Kate will keep her promise. Victor looked on while Tommy gave Nunez a bloody and swollen face. Tommy wanted to know if Nunez was playing both sides. When Tommy told Nunez that he would cut his tattoo out, Nunez told Tommy what Miguel planned for Merkovich. Miguel and his crew came to annihilate Merkovich. They caught a lot of bodies, brought a lot of smoke, but Miguel's planned attack on Merkovich was outed as Tommy got Nunez to contact Merkovich at the last minute, so Merkovich lived to see another day. Miguel was livid that Merkovich got away. Elise brought Claudia a bag with the money for the 2 drops to get in with the Marquez cartel. Elise gave Claudia a short spiel about her season to shine and inspired her to be a star. Elise also told Claude to use her moment to push Merkovich out and snatch the ring for herself. Clearly, Elise doesn't know Merkovich and the Serbs. Jay told Miguel that he had a small window to get Merkovich, and he messed up. Now that the Marquez cartel has taken on Merkovich, Che told Miguel that they can't afford a cartel war. While Che was going off on Miguel, here comes Tommy and Nunez. Tommy told them that Nunez is a snitch and planted the bomb that killed Abuelita. Che asked, how does Tommy know this? And he said that he keeps tabs on Merkovich and found Nunez having dinner with the enemy. Tommy went home to find Maria there. Tommy told Maria that he handled the situation, but for her safety, he wanted Maria to stay at his place. Tommy told Maria that he was making moves to level them up, and Maria shared her contingency plan with Tommy. She talked to Tommy about the benefits of going to Barcelona. Then we saw Stacy and DeFranco listening in on Vic's newly planted bug. Stacy's in Fed's heaven now that she thinks that she got Tommy. So she and DeFranco began to reminisce of their past work, so much so that they forgot about listening to Tommy and took advantage of their time together. Stacy apologized to DeFranco for the position that she put him in, and they embraced and shared a kiss and each other. Back at the Egan loft, Tommy got an important text message from Jenny Sue. Jenny Sue texted Tommy that she have the phone records. Tommy's moment of snitch truth is finally here. Although Tommy is spending time with Maria, he knows the value in seeing the phone records, so he kissed Maria and headed out to meet with Jenny Sue. Jannard's a frequent visitor at the barbershop with his repetitive line, "Are you good, bruh?" Diamond shared with Jannard that he had his parole board meeting and that he got an early release. Diamond is a free man. Jannard said that now it's all about CBI. Jannard is doing some really good acting. I can't tell if he's straight up with Diamond or not. I think Jannard wants his past relationship with his brother back. Jannard told Diamond that Miguel shot up Merkovich's restaurant. Jannard asked Diamond if Tommy had anything to do with it. Diamond told Jannard that Tommy was to mess up Miguel's plans, so he probably did. Then Jannard tried to get into Diamond's head. He told Diamond that Tommy is making all kinds of solo moves. Diamond responded that Tommy's been holding things down since he's been distracted. Jannard reminded Diamond that he's his brother and he has his back. Diamond asked, "What's up with Mad Dog?" Jannard explained that Mad Dog has become untouchable because he's related to a coalition plug. Mad Dog is King Kilo's nephew. Tommy and Jenny Sue reviewed the phone records. Jenny Sue told Tommy that one of them came back hot and the feds got a warrant on it. Tommy pointed Jenny Sue in the direction of Shanti's phone, but Jenny Sue assured him that it is not Shanti, then showed him the hot one. Tommy couldn't believe it, so he asked Jenny Sue to check again. There was no change. Then Tommy told Jenny Sue that he needed to borrow her car. It is only befitting to wrap up this episode with the biggest snitch meet with the head of the feds. Victor talked about Tommy torturing Nunez and asked about the bug in Tommy's place and, of course, when will it all be over? Stacy told Vic soon they must get Tommy in the same room with the cartel. Told Vic to be patient. Vic got out of the car telling Stacy that he has been patient, and so has Tommy as he watched Victor's snitch move. As always, thanks for sharing your time with me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and let me know what you think in the comments. Please remember to thank a veteran for their many sacrifices. And veterans, don't forget to check online for your free meals on Veterans Day. I'm out.